remember the stars that night. They were like salt against the sky, like someone spilled the shaker against very dark cloth. That mattered to me, their accidental beauty. The last thing I thought I might see before I died on the cold, wet grass. The girls here, they try to get me to talk. They want to know what happened. I hear their stories every day. Their stories are eating them alive, turning them inside out. They cannot stop talking. I cut all of my words out. My heart was too full of them. According to the National Institute of Mental Illness, 1 in every 5 people in the USA suffers from some form of mental illness. Kathleen Glasgow shows the journey of a young girl on the road to recovery and how she survives, even though all odds are stacked against her. Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. I room with Louisa, who quickly became my confidant. My first night here, before that crazy hair fell over her body like a protective cape, when she lifted her blouse to change for bed, I saw them, all of them, and I sucked my breath in hard. She said, "Don't be scared, little one." I was never scared. I just never seen a girl with skin like mine. We are up at 6 o'clock. We are drinking lukewarm coffee or watered-down juice by 6:45. We have 30 minutes to scrape cream cheese on cardboardy bagels or swallow lumpy oatmeal. At 7:15, we can shower. I don't know what the bathroom mirrors are, but they're not glass, and there are no doors on our showers. If you want to shave your legs, a nurse or an orderly has to be present. But no one wants that, and so our legs are hairy. By 8:30, we are in group, and that's when the stories spill, and the tears spill, and some girls yell, and some girls groan, but I just sit and listen. Will you talk today, Silent Sue? I'd like to hear from Silent Sue today, but I don't care. There's food and a bed, and it is warm. When I'm inside, I'm safe. They don't know that my name's not Sue. Sometimes I can't breathe in this goddamn place. My chest feels like sand. I start to panic, and Louisa, she comes up close to me in our room where I'm wedged into a corner. She cups my cheek, and even that makes me flinch. She says, "Little one, you are with your people." Every day I am asked how I feel. I write down what it feels like. My body is on fire all the time, burning me day and night. I have to cut the black heat out. When I clean myself, wash and mend, I feel cooler inside and calm. What I don't write is, I'm so lonely in this world. I just want to peel off all my flesh and walk, just bone and gristle, straight into a river, to be swallowed, just like my father. I tell her, after my father died, my mother curled up into something tight and awful, and there was no more music in the house. There was no more touching. She was only a ghost that moved and smoked. If I got in her way, if the school called, if I took money from her purse, if I was just me, the yelling started. She yelled for years. When she got tired of yelling, she started hitting. I say, she's been hitting me for such a long time, so I started hitting back. I say, please don't make me go back outside. I tell her about the man in the underpass, the men downstairs, how they broke my tooth and broke me. And it hurts swelling out of me, but I give it to her. All the horrible words in my heart. Out! Cut it all out! Cut out my father, cut out my mother, cut out the men in the underpass, the man downstairs, the people in the street with too many people inside them. Cut out hungry and sad and tired and being unloved and nobody and unpretty. Get smaller and smaller until I was nothing. Just cut it all out. That's what was in my head in the attic when I took the broken glass from my tender kit and began to cut myself into pieces. I'd done it before, for years, but this would be the last time. I'd go farther than I ever had before. That time, I tried so hard to die. But here I am. The music in my head makes my eyes cloud over. When I'm done, when my body gets that worn, washed out feeling from crying too much, I get up and stumble back down the too bright hallway. My scars itch horribly. The outside of me is on fire. The inside of me is empty. I can't cut, but I need something taken away from me. I need relief. The girls get quiet as I start eating. You wouldn't think it would feel strange to show your scars to a group of girls who are nothing but scars, but it is. I miss my ratty mustard yellow cardigan that I used to wear all the time. I miss all my clothes. Not just my street clothes, but my long ago clothes. I pull the hoodie I found in the lost and found box tighter around me. Then I answer her question. Ugly, I tell her. I still feel ugly. You know, I know who I am. I mean, I don't know because I'm only 17, but I know who I am when I'm with people, or when they're looking at me and putting me into a slot in their mind. That disheveled kid, say it, poor, who never gets anything right and sits alone in the cafeteria or draws all the time, or gets shoved in the hallway and called names because that's her slot. And sure, sometimes she gets mad and punches because what else is there? So when I am asked, who keeps your secrets, I think nobody. Nobody until I met Louisa. I take a deep breath. We have to choose who we want to be, not let the situation choose us. Momentous, they said. I'm choosing my next momentous. I close my eyes and begin to write the letter I know I will write on my first night. Not in Paris or London or even Iceland, but in New York, surrounded by light and noise and the unknown.